there are men out there who will take it and run, who will do things they're not supposed to do, all right? And I understand how that's a concern for a lot of women. But it's almost like you're making the good guys out there who won't violate, who won't do anything inappropriate, pay for the sins of the other guys, all right? There are men who can go on these trips and they're going to respect their relationship. But they want to be able to go out with their boys. They want to be able to hang out sometimes late at night. And it's not anything to maliciously hurt you or disregard how you feel. The problem is that, again, if you continuously restrict them in a way that takes away their freedom, what happens is it's almost like caging in a lion. And you constantly keep him in the cage, constantly keeping him in the cage. And then when he one day finally gets out, he doesn't know how to act. All right? He acts a damn fool. Because it's almost like he has to indulge in this moment rather than realizing you don't have to be this way. You can do this at any time. And I hope I'm being clear because I feel like I'm jumping around a little bit. But what I'm trying to get at here is that, and let me also make clear, I believe in freedom on both sides. Okay, I'm not just saying let your man do whatever. And I think the woman should go on trips with her friends. I think the man should be able to. I think the people should be able to live their life. But yes, share their worlds together. Be honest with each other. Be on the same page. Because and this is the point that I want to get to, by trying to restrict him, you can create resentment. All right? And that resentment now turns into a bad attitude, now turns into maybe him not doing certain things, turns into you guys arguing. It has a domino effect to now start to spread all kinds of negativity into the relationship. It simply doesn't work. I would rather you, if you are hardcore pressed on, I don't want my man to be out there hanging out with friends late at night, then I'd rather you find a man who does not care about doing that. Rather than taking a man who enjoys that and saying, now that you're in a relationship with me, done. You can't do it no more. No, find a guy that's not his vibe. That's not his thing. That way you two won't have that conflict. Because if you try to suppress the man who actually enjoys his activities or try to take that away from him, that's going to cause more problems. So to get back to the original point, when a woman understands, hey, I can give you the freedom to do the things that you enjoy and not think you're always trying to cheat or creep and do something inappropriate, that's a very attractive thing for a man. All right. So now let's keep this moving. The next thing to know as a woman that makes him so easily attracted to you is that loving him, supporting him, and nurturing him doesn't make you weak, all right? So plain and simple, I think, and I believe it's more of an issue nowadays where a lot of women are feeling like, well, it's almost like when people say, be his peace, right? And a lot of women react to that with, why the hell I gotta be his peace? Why can't be my peace? And of course, he should be your peace too, right? Y'all should be each other's peace. But I feel like, and not just I feel, I know there's a lot of women who have expressed this concern of, well, being that nurturing, loving, supporting woman is what gets you hurt, is what gets you taken advantage of. It puts you in a position of weakness. But then you don't realize that you become less desirable to a man when you have that kind of a mindset. You don't draw him in. You're no longer tapping into your feminine energy. You're no longer exuding that positivity that makes a man desire you more. And so the woman who can understand and embrace that doing these things is not weakness, it is strength. It is walking in your power as a woman. And if anything, here's the reality. You feel better when you can do it. And what I mean by that is, like, when you're not able to be loving, nurturing, and supporting, it's going against your inner desire, your inner wiring, all right? And it creates a conflict within you, a lack of peace, because now you're in a situation where you can't even feel safe enough to let that out, or you don't allow yourself to let that out. And because of that, you're not having the positive energy that you need for yourself. But releasing yourself from that bondage of the fear and the concern and walking in your truth and in your true power, you become more, you enhance your quality of life. So before you even get to him, you feel better because you operate in who you are. You're no longer at conflict with it. All right. And if you don't think you have an internal wiring to be loving, nurturing, supporting. And of course, I'm never going to say 100% for every woman because there's always exceptions to every rule. But I would argue, think about the fact that that's one of the reasons why sometimes, and I'm sorry if this offends some, but this is the reason why a lot of times there are women who rush to have babies when they don't have a relationship. This might be a sore topic for many, something that I probably have to create a different video for. But I know for a fact there are women who may give up on love and relationships with a man, but they still have a desire to pour love into a human being. And so now the baby becomes that outlet, becomes that source of not just where I can throw my love and operate in my natural state, but also receive that love without fear of betrayal and hurt. All right. And yes, this is why there are some women who will intentionally go have a baby, even with a man they don't plan on being with. All right. And again, I know this is a touchy subject, but it's real because they desire that baby so bad. And for some, it's easier just like I've had women tell me, just give me the baby. You can keep the man. I'm sorry to laugh, but like literally the verbatim, this is what's said to me multiple times. OK. And so, and that speaks to the fact that, yes, a lot of women, they want that. And I think that, again, what happens is, unfortunately, in romantic relationships with men, men are viewed as a threat. Men are viewed as potential offenders who are going to destroy you, damage you, so on and so forth. So I can't allow myself to be open to him in that way. But when you can conquer that, which you do that through healing and you do that through growing in life, and you're able to still walk and give that and bring that energy to a relationship to a man, then yes, he will become very much easily attracted to you. Hey, thank you for watching this video. Be sure to check this one out right here, and I'll see you there. Relationships are the key to a successful life. But there's 5 areas that we have to be mindful of when it comes to relationships. There's relationship with God, relationship with ourselves, relationship with family and friends,